Right, hello, welcome back, Wild Earth children, angels, or welcome, period. Hello, Alexa, okay. Today we're doing a reading on the person on your mind, their current thoughts about you and this connection. We're going to see, what's inside their brain when they think about this. And, yeah, timestamps in the description below, as usual. And yeah, I'll see you at your pile. All right, pile 1. This is the pendulum you got. We're going to see what it is that is on their mind. What are their current thoughts about this connection? Pile 1. What are their current thoughts on this on pile 1 and this connection? Okay. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Eight of Cups reversed. Okay. Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Swords. Two of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups reversed. Queen of Swords. Okay. And then on the back we have Nine of Wands. Okay. Pile 1. Let's see. So I immediately feel like when they think about you in this connection, they feel like you guys could be a very good team. You guys make like a good... I feel like you guys would have a good balance between each other, like a good give and take. They feel like things would be very fair in this connection. They don't feel like, there'd be a chance of them overgiving or you of overgiving. They see great potential here for this to be a very balanced teamwork type connection. I feel like they feel like you guys could work together very well. You guys could have a foundation of friendship here that they really value, and they feel like, you guys get along very well as friends. I do feel like there is some anxiety when it comes to relationships, like making this a committed union. That could stem from maybe an old connection that has maybe put a bad taste in this person's mouth. But I feel like they feel like you're very honest, you're funny, you're witty, very intelligent. They feel like there's a good intellectual connection here. I feel like there's something about the intellect that differs from, like, your intellect, the way you guys bond mentally, I feel like differs from maybe how they felt before. Like, they feel like you guys have a very similar mindset to each other, where maybe in the past they were with people who didn't really meet them on that level. Nine of Wands, and it feels like with Nine of Wands, they're willing to, fight maybe any anxieties. They're willing to fight their old perceptions or their self-limiting beliefs or whatever. They're willing to persevere or fight for this connection. Let's keep going. What are their thoughts towards you in this connection? Page of Swords. Yeah, they're interested in getting to know more about you. This definitely doesn't feel very like a very established connection. King of Cups. They could already be having some feelings here, for sure. But this is also just someone who has the potential to feel very deeply. Let me just, before I say much about that, let me just clarify everything. Queen of Cups. Damn, yeah, they feel like you guys could be a good match. Like you would be able to, again, meet them at their level. Clarify Page of Swords. Six of Cups. They feel like there's a very good bond between the two of you. There's something childlike about you. I feel like you bring out this person's inner child. Clarify King of Cups. Page of Pentacles. They definitely feel like this is something that they can invest in over time. They definitely feel the potential of this like becoming something very deep here. This is also someone who's not like overly expressive with their emotions. This is someone who's very calm and grounded in their feelings, but they are nonetheless a deep feeler. Clarify Queen of Cups. Judgment. On the back for this is Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like they do feel like there's some sort of choice that will have to be made here. But Judgment can also be about like awakening. It could be about reevaluation. I do feel like you've shifted something in this person. Interacting with you has made this person look at themselves a little bit more closely. Look at where they're at. Look at maybe their patterns they've had in relationships. There's something about this connection that has made them reevaluate. Just in their own life. It doesn't even necessarily have to be so much about like you or even relationships. I think that there's just something here about them reevaluating maybe patterns that they've had. And I feel like this person right now is, is trying to, I guess that's clarification, huh? Is trying to find a balance here within their own life. So, you know, it could be that, like, they have a lot of responsibilities, they could work a lot, and, like, being able to manage that with, you know, this connection and balance those out could be a little bit of something that they might feel like they need to work through. And let's do 3 last cards here. What are their thoughts about you and this connection? 9 of Cups. There's something, they feel like you are something they might have wished for. Maybe they manifested someone like you. Or it could be that they were interested in you for a while and now they finally have like this kind of access to you. Ace of Swords. They feel like there's new beginnings that are occurring here with this connection. I do think that this connection feels like a catalyst for them, just in general, about like gaining clarity on themselves. Again, like I said, there's a reevaluation that they're having, and you know, new beginnings. Like I feel like this feels like a new start for them. Ace of Pentacles. Damn. So they feel like, and on the back is 3 of Cups. They feel like you guys have a lot of fun together. There's a friendship foundation here in their perspective. You know, they feel like there's so much potential here. This is a good new beginning that can really lead to like a dream come true kind of relationship. Like they really do hold you in high regard here. Damn, I like this energy. Yeah, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, that's new beginnings, you know. They feel like there's definitely a new grounded building here between you guys. Yeah, there's a new mental beginning for them. There's a new tangible beginning. Like they feel like this could definitely grow into something really special. So yeah, they find this to be great potential, and they genuinely like you. Like that's what they're thinking, guys. Part 1, I'm gonna leave that there. Hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Had to remember what the hell I was saying for a second. Okay, bye. All right, part 2, this is your pendulum. We're going to see what your person's thoughts about you and this connection are. Your thoughts about pile 2 in this connection. Let's see. Page of Cups, the Sun. 3 of Cups. Good energy so far. Clarify the Page of Cups. Page of Wands. Clarify the Sun. 2 of Pentacles. And clarify the 3 of Cups. Clarify the 3 of Cups. That's 9 of Pentacles. Okay. On the back, we have Knight of Swords. Okay. So, I feel like there's definite excitement this person feels about you. There's definitely, like, you know, these feelings here, the little crushy feelings. They're definitely infatuated with you right now. They do feel like you guys have a lot of fun together. They can feel like, maybe for some of you that there's like a youthful energy to you, or youthful energy to this connection. There's maybe feels a little bit like puppy love to them at this time. I do feel like they're trying to figure out, I feel like for a while this person kind of went with what the status quo was. I feel like this person was more concerned about the status quo, and maybe there's part of them that still is and is trying to like there's something about this connection that's opened them up a little bit more to something maybe less like expected, if that makes sense. I feel like there's something about this that could be a little bit unconventional. 3 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. I think that they feel like you guys have a lot of fun together. You guys have good bond here. This might not be for all of you. Maybe for some of you, there could be some sort of third party here that's causing them to feel like they need to stay single right now. It could even be, even if it's not someone in their life necessarily, it could be a past energy that's making them maybe be over independent here. But that also, to me, comes off as like they really admire that you have great independence to you, that you are someone who also values your freedom. I think there's something important about that here. They value their freedom, but I feel like they've observed that you're not really like a codependent kind of energy. At least that's how they feel. Yeah, I feel like they're very excited by you. They could say things maybe impulsively here too. Not necessarily that they don't mean it, but it's more of like, I feel like this person, there's definitely a little bit of a guardedness to this person. Only because I feel like they're just trying to balance out their own life right now. I feel like they're trying to figure out, weigh their options here on, you know, how to proceed with this. But I feel like there's things that they'll say, that maybe they didn't want to expose already, but they might say it impulsively anyway. And then be like, oh my god, Pile 2 probably thinks I'm crazy. Or Pile 2 probably thinks I'm like obsessed with them or something. Like there's something like that to it. Let's keep going. King of Swords. Yeah, this person definitely gets in their head a lot. This is definitely someone who's a little bit more mind over heart type of thing. But I think it could be a little bit overkill, to be honest. But this might not even be something you're aware of. This is more of an internal thing where they like try to over rationalize, you know, emotional things. 6 of Cups. They feel a real bond with you. That could even signify they feel like a soulmate connection here. Clarify King of Swords. Nine of Swords reversed. Yeah, they need to get out of their own head. They're causing themselves their own anxiety here. There's definitely a level of overthinking. Clarify Six of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. So they want to build up on this. They want to build off this bond. They want to work on this. You know, nurture this connection. Clarify Seven of Swords reversed. Three of Wands. Yeah, they want to progress this forward in an honest way. They want to make sure that there's no miscommunication, there's no misunderstandings, that there's no confusion about where you guys stand or where, you know, what their intentions are or what their interest is. I feel like they genuinely want to make sure, like, you're aware, like, I want to progress this forward. Even if they don't necessarily know how, only because, they overthink a little much, so I feel like they could kind of go back and forth about what actions they want to take here. I feel like this person's trying to, you know, they're trying to tap into their confidence here. They're trying to be more courageous about how they proceed with this. This can even be someone who, like, comes off, you know, very confident. But that also means that, you know, because this is about their thoughts about you, they definitely feel like you come off very, like, secure within yourself. You can be very bold, even fiery type of energy. So I feel like that could be part of what makes them overthink too, is maybe this perception of themselves compared to you. We're gonna pull 3 last cards to see what the deal is here. Ooh. Eight of Wands. Two of Cups. Yeah, if it were, if they were to let themselves, they would have, like, thrown themselves into this connection way sooner. But they're holding back, literally. This person's holding back from what their desires are. Again, probably because of, I mean, maybe for some of you, it could be, like, their overthinking could be due to some old baggage. But nonetheless, I feel like this person is definitely interested in a union here. I feel like they think about, you know, taking this to the next level, taking this more seriously, making this more of a committed thing. And I feel like they're willing to fight for this connection, you know? There might be some external factors here that cause maybe this hesitation. But in their thoughts, they want to just literally snatch you up. Like, they want to take this to the next level, whatever the next level would be for you guys. But yeah, Pal 2, I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Alright, Pal 3, this is your pendulum. We're going to see what your person's current thoughts and, thoughts about you and the connection are. I'm going to get right into it. Shuffle. So far, the first 2 piles have been very positive energy, so that's good. We're going to see. Hopefully, we can maintain that here for pile 3. Okay. Let's see. Their current thoughts. 7 of Cups reversed. Their thoughts and their thoughts about you and the connection. 8 of Cups reversed. Ace of Cups, okay. Alright. Good energy, I feel like, so far. Clarify. 7 of Cups reversed. The Empress. I feel like you rock this person's world, guys. Clarify the 8 of Cups. Reversed. Page of Cups. And clarify Ace of Cups. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. Damn, guys. Okay. This is a strong energy here. On the back, we have King of Pentacles. Okay. Damn. Pile 3. This might be even stronger than the other piles. So, okay. I feel like this person's thoughts about you and the connection, I feel like they really try to maintain... Oh, here goes my dog. Sorry. They try to maintain a level of realism here. One second, let me let her out. Yeah, they try to maintain a realistic approach with this, but I feel like, I also feel like, to be honest, if you thought this person was, like, engaging or entertaining other options, it really, I don't think so. You know, the Seven of Cups reversed is about being out of an illusion, you know, making a choice here. And the Empress is, like, she's the ultimate girl. Like, she is that girl. And this person sees you in a very high regard. You know, the Empress is, she's that girl. Like, she's bold and beautiful and, you know, has that mother energy, and this person could, you know, maybe picture themselves having kids with you. But this person sees you as, like, a very standout person to them. Like, they're very, like, smitten by you, honestly. Eight of Cups reversed. So, I feel like possibly for some of you, they had to walk away from some sort of old connection, and I feel like they are releasing whatever that is. Or in the least, they're releasing, like, old, maybe, options that they had, or the illusion of options that they had. And they're very infatuated by you, very interested, very much, like, crushing on you. Yeah, they're very, they're very much like you. With the Ace of Cups here and the Ten of Pentacles, well, my God. They feel like this is a very positive new beginning in love. They see this person, like, pictures, like, it all with you, to be honest. Like, I mean, you know, use your discernment, but that's really what's coming through. You know, if this is, like, super new, I mean, I guess you never know. They could still feel that way. Just, I would use your discernment with this. You know, this might not be your pile if, you know, if you don't really know that person this well yet. But they feel like they feel these, like, overpouring emotions here, these feelings for you, this interest in, you know, this new beginning that could build into something very stable and you know, a family here. This person, they might even have a slow approach to it too with the King of Pentacles, like could be a slow burn kind of connection, but this is someone who who's interested in investing in this, for sure, for the long term. And I feel like this person is very adamant about approaching this in a meaningful, grounded way. There's genuine investment that they're interested in pursuing here. Let's keep going. Wish I could just end it there. Oh my God, like, I don't even want to open up the table for anything else. Five of Cups reversed. Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, it feels like this person could have been in a place of, like, restfulness, or maybe even, like, a withdrawing from, you know, people. They could have, like, been not really sociable for a while. It feels like this person really kept to themselves, but there's something about this connection that has, like, reignited them. Clarify the Five of Cups reverse. Whoa. The Hierophant. Clarify this Four of Swords reverse. That would be the Hangman reversed. And clarify the Fool. Ten of Swords reversed. Yeah, they're definitely letting go of something here. And then we have 9 of Wands. So there could be something from their past that has affected them, or it could even just be something in their life that's causing a little bit of stress. You know, for some of you, they could have walked away from some sort of commitment here. Like they could have just gotten out of one, or something like that. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be like a romantic partnership or anything. It could even be like some legal stuff or a job, or there's something that they walked away from here, though. Something that they felt was not giving them what they needed. There's something, this person was like, after something occurred here for them, they sort of withdrew and like kept to themselves and like kind of was like, you know, hiding from the world in a way here. And it feels like them interacting with you, or them meeting you, or whatever it was, it like reignited something here. Like it put them back into action. And I think it also helped them to move away from whatever this is, even if that means like energetically or emotionally. There's something about your connection that like could even make them feel very like excited and youthful and fun, childlike even, that made it almost easier for them to like close out whatever this was that hurt them. There's some sort of ending that they had here. Yeah, and it feels like they're willing to persevere. They're fighting for, they could be even like fighting their own like internal stuff here. But nonetheless, I feel like they're moving away from whatever this is, and they're willing to take a leap of faith towards this connection here. But I do feel like there is something here that needs to be closed out on some level for this person. And I feel like they're very interested in closing whatever this is out. Like it feels like they're very much over whatever that was, but there could be some lingering effects that could be like sort of out of their control. Could even be like, especially if they were like married or something, there could be some logistical factors that are sort of keeping them stuck in some way in this situation. We're going to pull some last 3 cards here to see what else we need to know. 4 of Wands. This person feels very at home with you, very comfortable. This could definitely be a soul connection. 8 of Pentacles. And 2 of Cups. Yeah, this person's interested in building this with you, in nurturing this, and taking this to the next level when, time... And on the back's 3 of Wands, when time allows it. This person is very much interested in progressing this forward. I just think that there's some things that might need to be worked through in the meantime. But nonetheless, this person is very, again, like I said, smitten by you. Very interested in, moving forward with their life with you. I just think, especially with the King of Pentacles we got before, it could be a slow burn. So I think there might be patience required here. But, no, this person's very interested, and you've definitely created a shift in this person's world for sure. And you might not even realize it, but there's definitely a change that you've caused without even knowing it. Just by interacting with this person, you've changed something within their perspective, or like even like their excitement for life. It feels like maybe for a while it was like a little bit dim, and something about meeting you or interacting with you or engaging with you in whatever way really like reignited this person. So pile 3, I'm gonna leave that there. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.